Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Daniel, and this is Morning Tea. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Uh, Cheers. I kind of, I'm liking this every Tuesday thing because it just preps me more. There's more to talk about instead of trying to come up with subjects and topics. Um, Today, let me turn my phone down before I forget. It's right here on my desk, and before I forget to turn it down, then hope usually somebody ends up calling right in the middle of morning tea. But wanted to uh, I want to thank everybody who writes to me and asks me about when morning tea will be back. Well, for right now, folks, every Tuesday morning will be Tuesday. Excuse me. Pardon me. Uh, Morning tea Tuesdays. How does that sound? And I want to thank, I want to thank everybody who writes in and asks me about it. And I'm so glad that it works for you as well as it does for me. Well, it's been a very eventful week. And that's one of the cool things I can put things together for you guys. As all of you are following, yesterday Monday was therapy day, and I'm in group therapy now, which actually used to scare me. I'm not a big fan of group therapy, but it's a small group. There's only two of us, and our therapist, Mr. John Timberlake, whom awesome dude. I love him. He's so good and so fun to work with, and so calm to guide us through the projects, to the steps, and something came up last week, and if any of you, I know there's a lot of stuff that I do, and it's hard to follow everything. Sometimes I get lost. There's a morning team. There's the Examiner. There's my personal blog. There's my podcast. So right there, there's four things that I am involved in that I usually post stuff about. But I wrote a blog about a week ago. Yeah, it was a week ago, and it was rather one-sided, and it was a little. Um, I beat up somebody verbally, and I want to, on morning tea, apologize for that. Uh, I'm sorry that I posted it. Let me rephrase that. I'm not sorry that I posted it. I'm sorry that it hurt somebody, because I'm so used to just posting my feelings and emotions, and there's usually nobody. There's no consequences against anybody. It's just me doing that, and this time it actually did hurt somebody, and it's not my intention. So I apologize. You know who you are. I apologize for hurting your feelings, and I'm sorry that it happened. One of the things that came out of that was that I got to go to therapy and talk about it. And the fact is, you know, regardless of how much I think I've grown, or how much I think I've accomplished in my life, or how spiritually connected I feel that day, or grounded or centered, whatever it is, there will always be that human side of me that jumps out. So I lashed out. I felt scared. I felt intimidated. I felt offended. I felt belittled. I felt all these negative things all in one action. I felt completely excuse me, completely lost, and I lashed out and I said this in therapy, like a brat. I sorry, so, hand sanitizer. Um, I lashed out like a kid would. Um, it I felt cornered, so I attacked whom I thought was attacking me, and it was just a natural. From what we talked about yesterday in therapy, it was just a natural, human, bratty thing, as I put it in therapy, thing to do. I wanted to get some attention, and even if it was bad attention, and I got it, um, and then once I did, I didn't look forward into the consequences, and that's something I hadn't done in a long time. I'm usually pretty good thinking, and a thinker, and then I process it in my heart, and then I put it out to make sure that I'm not hurting feelings, and it's only about what's going on in my head. But this time, I felt it first, blurted it out, and then I sat back and thought about it, and I realized my error, and I didn't delete it. It's still there if you want to go look for it. It's on my personal blog. But I did put a blurb at the bottom because I don't believe in deleting my feelings. That was my feeling at the moment, and that's how I felt. And I need to be honest to myself. So, although I don't want to hurt this person, and there's no names, so don't go searching for names, um, I did, and I know he read it, and I feel bad about that. But fortunately, it's about what's the learning curve. What did I learn? I learned that, first of all, I learned that I'm still human, and I will make mistakes, and I will hurt somebody, and that my actions are not just limited to me, that my actions have a reaction, and it will, it's the butterfly effect. It will have consequences, whether they're good or bad. There will always be a consequence to the reaction of my action, if that makes sense. I learned that I can still love, that there is still love within me, and that it's pure, and it can love unconditionally, and it can get hurt. But I learned that I am capable of going to those levels and offering that kind of love. I know that it's within me. It's not lost. And for a long time, I thought it was just lost. I thought it was buried, and that it would be really hard for me to go that far, carry my love that far into it. And it's not. It's very possible. I did it, and I am ecstatic that I'm able to do that, because I know, and I'm looking at my lamp, and it has a little dust on it. I know that I'm capable to go that far with love, and that I'll be okay, and that I'll come out okay. And that's really a cool lesson to learn. Um, and I learned that I am loved and liked and respected so much. I learned that what I preach, the like, love, and respect of things, works, and that people do respond to it. So I will continue to like, love, and respect myself, so that others, and I can recognize it in others. But it was hard, and it's still hard. It's hard to come back from that little earthquake where everything just kind of got shifted, and um, then I had to pick up the dust and see where it settled. So so nurture yourself. That's the card for today, guys. It's about, Mother Mary. It's about putting yourself in holding yourself in your own arms, and telling you that you love you. It's about being there for you and saying, everything's gonna be okay. When everybody's gone at the other night, when everything's quiet, and it's dark, and uh, you are still there with you, and God is there with you, or whomever you pray to. Um, it's about telling myself, you know what, today I'm going to take a hot bath and just relax, and be okay with that. And, so I send you some nurturing thoughts and some nurturing feelings. And if you've ever been hurt by a relationship, love, a friend, just know that um, you still have you, and that should be okay, and that you were able and capable of going that far should also be okay with you. Because if you went that far one time, you can go back again. And then remember, if you, short of killing somebody, if sometimes you lash out and get hurt and feel cornered, that's just normal. It's what we do next that counts. So, love you guys. Thank you. Have a great week. And I will see you next Tuesday.